I have been every voice.
You were the chosen one!
Anakin! Anakin!
This is where the fun begins.
Inside your head.
Hello my dear friends and welcome back to another Star Wars news update. In today's video we're going to be talking about Rangers of the New Republic, and we've also got some news for Disney+. As always my dear Mandalorians, before I dive into it, please may I ask you to hit that big red subscribe button if you've not done so already, and also be sure to give that bell a good old tickle to be alerted each and every time that I post new content. So as I've said before guys, we are on the road to 60,000 subscribers, and I will be doing a special when we do reach that milestone, so do please subscribe and stick around for that. But without much further ado and without any more jibber jabber, let's just dive straight into it. Star Wars Rangers of the New Republic is set to flesh out an untold Rebel storyline. A new report has emerged for the upcoming Mandalorian spin-off Rangers of the New Republic. This series is one of 3 shows that branch off from The Mandalorian and was announced last December. The show was originally going to feature Cara Dune and her adventures with the New Republic, but ever since Gina Carano was fired from Lucasfilm, it's believed that the planning stages of the series have had to undergo some major changes. Earlier this year, it was reported that Hera Syndulla would be replacing Dune in the lead role for the show, and as you would expect, Star Wars Rebels fans rejoiced at this news. But now a new rumour suggests that Dave Filoni will come good on a promise he made all the way back in 2018, that he is going to flesh out the story of Jacen Syndulla and reveal what became of him ever since the Rebels series finale. Jacen was a character who Filoni said mattered to him greatly, and the showrunner even admitted that he had a few ideas in the works for how his story might pan out. Introduced in the epilogue of Family Reunion and Farewell, Jacen was inspired by Jacen Solo, the son of Leia Organa in Legends. Filoni originally wanted to bring in Hera Syndulla's son sooner, but the decision to include him in the series finale added more mystery to the role that he might play eventually in the Star Wars universe. At this stage, no details are known about the show, and it's believed that Rangers will start production at the end of 2022. The Book of Boba Fett will air this December, and The Mandalorian Season 3 as well as Ahsoka will both hit Disney Plus sometime next year, so this might push Rangers back all the way to 2023. So of course at first glance this is a very exciting piece of news, and it does make sense because both Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka are going to function as a sequel to Rebels. But what do you guys think of this rumour? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's move on to our next article. So now some awesome news for fans of George Lucas's more obscure Star Wars projects. The long-lost series Star Wars Detours is set to hit Disney Plus next month. So a few YouTubers mentioned this a couple of months ago, and I think it was Star Wars Only who made this prediction, and now it's coming true. Most diehard Star Wars fans will know that prior to Disney's purchase of Lucasfilm in 2012, George Lucas was knee-deep in one final original project set within his own galaxy far, far away. That project was the animated series titled Star Wars Detours. Once the acquisition was finalised though, the show was cancelled to make way for The Force Awakens. Despite dozens of episodes being completed, Detours was thought to be lost forever. According to a new report from the Vulcan Reporter, the series is expected to finally see the light of day next month. It's believed that it will drop on May the 4th, but this could be inaccurate. The site also clarifies that in addition to the original 39 episodes produced, several additional unproduced episodes have now been completed recently to be released with the rest of them. In all, there are about 52 episodes that will debut on Disney+. The news comes just weeks after Jordan Mason heard the same news, which gives the report some weight. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Star Wars Detours, you're in for quite a surprise. While the CGI series may remind fans of other canonical entries like the Clone Wars or Rebels, it's actually unlike anything else we've ever seen in the franchise. Co-created by Robot Chicken's Brendan Hay, the series is a deliberate parody of everything and anything in the Star Wars universe. In addition to seeing some original cast members such as Ahmed Best, Anthony Daniels and Billy D. Williams, the show also boasted a talented voice cast including Seth Green of Robot Chicken and Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy, and the master of parody himself, Weird Al Yankovic. So do look out for that next month. So now guys and gals and all of my Star Wars pals, we bring light to the fact that The Mandalorian's Pedro Pascal just presented at the BAFTAs, and Twitter is apparently obsessed. I know that last bit is cringeworthy, but let's read it. Don't worry though, I'm not going to spend too much time on this article. So Pedro Pascal is one of the most beloved actors working today, and this was him on the red carpet. I mean, I don't really have much to add, but he looks phenomenal, and obviously I love him in The Mandalorian, and I just wanted to bring light to the fact that he presented at the BAFTAs. So now let's move on and talk about Andor, because apparently we have some new set photos. Pictures from the Andor set hit yesterday. As you guys are probably aware, we've had a lot of set leaks for Kenobi and also Andor, and here is another set. While we don't see Diego Luna or any other characters that are recognizable, we do see some Imperials wearing outfits very similar to Krennic. Some people pointed out that it reminds them of Canto Bight from The Last Jedi, and who knows, we might even see that planet again. Now I will state there is a good chance we will see Canto Bight again. Star Wars has been using it quite a bit in the comics recently. So finally, my dear warriors of Clan Meg, we have some big news for the original plan of episode 9, because apparently the film was going to have 2 big Mandalorian connections. Something I remember in the build-up to episode 9 was speculation that we might see Grogu and Din Djarin. Evidently we didn't get either of them, but it was speculated because The Mandalorian was released only slightly before episode 9 was. But it turns out that making that connection was originally in the script, not for J.J. Abrams episode 9, but the original Colin Trevorrow's Duel of the Fates. So let's take a look at this article. The original script for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker featured 2 big connections to the Mandalorian series. Originally titled Duel of the Fates, the full script from Lucas's original director Colin Trevorrow was leaked and verified in 2020. It revealed a very different film than the one that we got under JJ. As such, the original episode 9 would have carried some very intriguing references to Mando, which had its first season episodes airing in the same month of the film's release in 2019. One of the biggest changes would have been the conclusion of Kylo Ren. While Rey had hoped that Ben Solo could be redeemed in The Last Jedi, Ben Solo would have doubled down as Kylo Ren and embraced the dark side even further in the original episode 9 script, instead of the eventual redemption that we saw in The Rise of Skywalker. The original script reveals that Kylo Ren would have found a Sith holocron instead of the Wayfinder, containing a message meant for Darth Vader from the still deceased Emperor Palpatine. Because Kylo Ren was not his grandfather, the holocron would have exploded in his face, causing damage and immense pain. As a result, Kylo Ren was originally going to be rushed to the First Order's medical facility, and large portions of his face would have been reconstructed using Beskar steel. Beskar is the classic and traditional metal used in the creation of Mandalorian armor, just like we see in The Mandalorian. Kylo Ren creates a brand new mask in the original script due to breaking his first one, and the helmet would have been made from Mandalorian Beskar as well. Additionally, one of the Knights of Ren was going to be carrying the Darksaber. Unfortunately, the Knights of Ren were just impressive looking MacGuffins and didn't have any storyline to them. But if the episode 9 that we got included Beskar and also the Darksaber, there would have been a strong connection to The Mandalorian. I know that Duel of the Fates is very divisive in the fandom. Some people think it would have been a way better film than The Rise of Skywalker, and others think it was just as bad or even worse. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think of today's news update? If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also if you're feeling generous, please consider becoming a patron, where for just $2 or $10 a month you get exclusive access to content that's not found here on YouTube. I'm Star Wars Meg, wishing you all a phenomenal rest of the day, no matter where you dwell in the galaxy. Have a good one.